Hey, I'm Trevor with Road Bike City, and I'm here today to show you how to assemble your brand new 6KU single-speed road bike. Today we have for you a Nebula 2, which is a matte black and black road bike, and we're excited to show you how to get started with that. So first thing is it'll come in a box that looks a lot like this. It's a pretty big box, but it's pretty simple to get started. Just take your box cutter knife and cut open the edge right there. It'll pop right open. So first step is to get the bike out of the box. Just grab the frame with your strong hand and take it right out. It's going to be all packaged up nicely with zip ties and plastic coatings. So first thing to do here is take your box cutter knife and get to work. Now that we have the packaging off the bike, let's go ahead and put it up on our stand. Now if you don't have a bike stand, don't fret. First thing you'll do then is do the handlebars while it's on the ground and flip it upside down, so you can do the rest as it's upside down. But since we have a stand, we can put that up first, and next step is the handlebars. We're almost ready for assembly, but first I want to go over which tools are required. First, you'll need your 4, 5, and 6 millimeter Allen key set, 15 millimeter Allen wrench. You also need a box cutter to remove the packaging, and some dry Teflon bike lube. This one in particular is made by Finish Line. It's a very quality product. These handlebars are called riser bars, and they come with the nice outright grips. Simply make sure that the cord is on the right side. The fork's going to be turned around when you get it, so turn that back around. Now that we have it ready, take a 4 millimeter Allen key and begin taking the bolts off of that handlebar stem. Putting the handlebar on is pretty simple. Just make sure you have it shaped facing the right direction. The radius writing on the brake lever should be up. Place the cap back on, and one at a time place the bolts in where you can, and simply finger tighten them in. So for the next step, we're going to be putting the seat on. Seat should already be attached to the seat post. Simply take your dry or wet lube. This particular one is dry because we're in California. It's by Finish Line, which is a very quality line of products. And you can pick it up at your local bike shop. So put a little bit on the end of that seat tube stem there and place it in as such. Next is to put the front wheel on. First step is to take these axle nuts and get them to the very end of the axle. Make sure the tire fits through the brakes first. Match up the axle to the fork dropout. Put the pedals on. The first step is to find out which one is right and which one's left. You'll find out from the end of the pedal spindle. Okay, it should say an R on the end of the right pedal. Make sure it says that. Take your loop, put it on the spindle right there, on the threads, and then make sure you do your right spindle clockwise. The L, the left pedal, is going to go into the crank arm counterclockwise. However, if you do it from the right side, it's still clockwise. So I suggest you do it like this so you don't get confused. The last adjustment to make on the bike is the front brake. Test out the front brake first, see where it's at. So squeeze that lever. What you should feel is that it goes about halfway down and contacts the pad. Now halfway down on this, it's not quite touching it, so we know we're going to have to make an adjustment. Basically, we just need to make it tighter. So this requires a 5 millimeter Allen key. So loosening up the brake cable bolts, you'll just simply clamp the brakes down onto the wheel with your hand. Pull the cable taut as you can. Hold it into place as you retighten the bolt down onto that brake cable. Alright, now that we have the bike fully assembled, I want to show you one more thing you can do if you want to, which is switch it over from a freewheel hub to a fixed gear hub. Simply take the wheel off by dismounting these bolts, turn it around and put it back on and mount it on the fixed gear cog, and you're ready to go. This bike is only $279 at roadbikecity.com, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back to do a review video after this. Take care.